couple times Lauren has mentioned about win the game, for the keep the tournament. So my question, you guys talk about recently about the NCAA tournament, and does this game have a little bit of an extra feel when you consider you guys got the same record?
We haven't talked about the tournament since after Alabama. After the Alabama game, we had a let's see where we are. Let's see where our standings are. Who do we have left? What is our schedule? What is their schedule? So they have a clear understanding of what needs to happen for us to do anything postseason. We haven't talked about it since then, and we won't talk about it necessarily until we get ready to go to Greenville. With that being said, they're smart. They know what our record is. They know what Mississippi State's record is. I haven't seen them today, but they know that just because they have great understanding. So I think for us, it's keeping that top of mind, but also understanding like the next thing for us to do is Mississippi State because that's the next game on our schedule.
You talk about missing those non-conference games early in the season and the team kind of getting up to speed now at this point. Do you just think with the two remaining games, just kind of talk about them, getting up to pace and playing at their full potential right now?
Well, I think we're playing really good basketball. And so it's our job as coaches not to mess that up, not to overthink things and to just continue to have them prepared and ready to go. They've done a tremendous job of putting in extra work, of taking care of their bodies, understanding offensively and defensively what we're trying to accomplish. And so it's continuing to move the train in the right direction.
And then Fats and I were kind of joking, talking about how they were playing each other at this point last year. Isn't it kind of crazy how now they're on this stage doing what they're doing right now?
I think that's crazy. I also think it's crazy, like Lamaya and Lauren were freshmen together at Arizona, and now they're finishing their careers together at Texas A&M. Like, I think all of those are full circle moments and really, really special things. Absolutely.
Obviously different than what it used to be. I mean, nowadays transfer portal and everything, that is possible.
Yes.
So, I don't know, how important is that to have just connections all around and just having the transfer portal and I think it was Nye that said, or Fox, that one or the other, it was kind of one of them coming was the reason they came.
Right. They reached out to each other. Like, we had no idea that obviously we knew they played against each other. They were in the same league, but we didn't know if that means they hated each other or they liked each other. Like, as coaches, you don't know that because we did not know them. So Fats came on her visit before Nye, I believe. We had so many visits and it's been such a long time. And then when she found out that Nye was coming, they reached out to each other on Instagram and they made that decision together. With Lamaya, the day she went into the portal, I was on the phone with her, and the first thing she said to me was, "Lauren Ware loves you." And I said, yes, absolutely. And then obviously we had a little bit of a history because of Team Canada. And then she called Lauren, came on her visit, and it was just, that speaks to, again, who Lauren Ware is and her word and her belief in us but Lauren had a lot to do with it. So those two connections are just really, really cool things.
You battled Tennessee pretty well on the boards. That was like one of the keys. You look at Mississippi State on numbers as far as their rebounding. What's the challenge there for, again, I guess, Lauren and Fats? What about that challenge?
Well, staying on the floor, it's going to be important. Mississippi State's bigs run the floor really well. They're athletic. They can score. They're aggressive. They can drive you from the perimeter. So they're going to have their hands full. And then they've got great guard play around them. Sam has done an amazing job since he's been at Mississippi State. His players play for him. They play hard, and they have a good understanding of what it is that they want to do. So for us, we've got to try to beat them down the floor, make their catches difficult, crowd their feet, and then box them out once the shot goes up.
So would you consider your styles similar? Because sometimes coach will go, if we play our style, we're going to win. But looking at their stats, they only average 6 threes a game. It looks like maybe they go inside a little bit more. What about style versus style?
I think there's some things that are similar. I think I don't know if it's exact, but I think there's some similarities for sure. Yeah.
Coming off of senior day, now this is the last time in Reed. Just you look at this group, this team you have. Kind of what's the lasting impression you want to leave for the fans at Reed?
Well, for number one, like I've said it a few times, but the way our fans and the way the 12th man has stayed behind us this year is something that we will forever be grateful for. So we want to obviously come out and perform well for a lot of reasons, but our fans and the 12th man are a part of that reason. I think the lasting impression that I want our fans to know and see, and I think they do feel that, is our team. We have a great group of young women. You see it on the floor. You see it when Cheney Spencer hits a three. You see it when we get a charge on the bench. Like, it is just a chemistry that you can't make up. And I think the lasting impression is that, we want to win every game we play. But at the end of the day, like, our program, we are trying to do right by the 12th man in terms of the people we bring into our program to represent this university.
I feel like you said you hadn't talked to, and you won't talk about the tournament until later, but are these, you feel like because of the timing of it being the end of the season and how you're playing, this should carry more weight as a committee?
Well, I think when you hear the committee talk about how they make decisions, how you play as of late matters. And I think our resume in February speaks for itself as it relates to that. Our strength of schedule speaks for itself as it relates to that. Our wins above the bubble, the WAB, right? It speaks to that. Like, we have done a really good job of beating teams who are above the bubble, and that's where we are. So I think if they are looking at those things that they take into consideration along with the net, then we've put ourselves in a good position, and we've got to continue to do the work to put ourselves in a better position.
You're a double machine. Going into a game with Mississippi State, I think they're fourth in the league in rebound margin. Do you go in a game thinking, well, I got to rebound more this game, or I got to score, or you just take the game as it comes?
I just take the game as it comes. My team need me to rebound, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I've been doing it for the past couple of games, and it's just going to carry on being the same thing.
Have you got the Mississippi State scout yet?
No, not yet.
I'm curious for either of you, do y'all, just entering this next stretch of Mississippi teams, do y'all kind of approach this as like a do or die type of time? Like, is it postseason play for y'all already as these next two teams here?
I mean, we know what's at stake, but we still going to take it every game one step at a time, one quarter, one moment at a time, and not make it bigger than what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, we're Texas A&M, and we're going to go out there and fight every game like it's our last.
Now, what have you learned over this last few stretch of games? So, 4 or 5 games here.
Yeah, I mean, the way that my team fights and just the amount of, fight that we have and just the capabilities that all of my teammates have, I think that's the biggest thing that I've learned, like playing to everyone's strength and just being able to get them the ball and doing what they're supposed to do. I think that's the biggest thing that I've learned so far.
During this stretch, has practice been the same, but maybe a little more enthusiastic since you're winning? What about that?
Yeah, I mean, practice has still been the same no matter what. Like kind of how we were saying, like we knew that coming in to the SEC play that we was going to have a hard stretch, and we talked about a lot of times that storm, and now that we're seeing a little sunlight, it don't change the work that we put in. So I think that's the thing that we trying to stay focused on.
That's as a junior, how crucial has this senior class been to you in specific?
Very crucial. I feel like I love them. Like playing with them every day, practice them every day. Like I love them like they're my sisters.
I, had senior day. Now this is your last game in Reed. Just what has it been like for you this year, playing here in Reed?
I mean, yeah, it's been fun. It's been a roller coaster, but I think it's been fun just, being here and being a part of something bigger than myself. I mean, that's the reason why I came here, just to, prove I can play at this level, but then also, do it for my teammates and my coaches. So I just think that I'm just very grateful for this opportunity, knowing that they took a chance on me, and it's just been fun. I can't complain about it, and I don't think that I took my time here for granted, I should say.
What kind of, since this is the last time for the home crowd to see you girls play, what kind of lasting impact or impression, I guess, do you want them to have of this team in this season?
I mean, yeah, we talked about having like that fighting Texas Aggies. I mean, I think in the beginning of the year, we talked about having like them actually come out to something that they want to watch. And I think the last few games have been the team that they've always known that we could be. So it's just exciting just to see the team that we have become and who we're still becoming. I think the last game for us is just one of those games where we want to win, and we just gonna keep going out there every day and fighting. I think that's the biggest thing for us.
Nah, Fats, you both were a year ago playing against each other. How proud of you of each other are you for what y'all been able to do at this level, coming here and proving that you can play in the SEC and doing what you're doing currently?
I mean, when we played them, we beat them, obviously. But nah, I'm really proud of Nah. We entered the portal. She hit me up. She was like, Fats, like, let's make some magic. I said, bet. And then we came here together, and like, her impact on everyone, the coaches, the team, like, has just been amazing. And I think her legacy here is going to be talked about way after she leaves here. So I feel like she's done a very good job, and I tell her every day how proud of her I am.
I mean, yeah, Fats mentioned it. I mean, I almost single-handedly beat them myself, but we're not gonna get into that. No, I mean, the reason why I came to Texas A&M was partly because of Fats. I mean, I heard that she was going on her visit here, and I said, okay, let's make some magic, kind of how what she was saying. I'm just so proud of Fats, just the way that she, went through adversity and was able to respond in the way that she's continuing to respond. I'm just so excited for the growth that she's continuing to do every day, just the amount of work she's been putting in, and I'm just so proud of her. She still has another year here, and I know she's going to do great next year, but we're staying focused on this year, and right now she's doing an amazing job, so just continue to do exactly that. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you, Nye.
Did you block any of her shots in that game?
Did I?
No.
Yes, I did.
No,
Like, free.
Actually, the first possession, she tried to get a block, and I actually got the N1.
Okay.
If you go back and check it,
And then the next person after that,
you
block.
didn't get any blocks.
Yes,
from
I
me.
did. I got free.
On
You guys
me?
talk trash to each other?
Nah, I didn't really talk trash
You don't
tonight,
talk trash.
because the score is just spoken off trash for me. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, the
We
score.
won't go there, but
Yeah, because at the end of the day, dog.
So
Do you know
kind of
what I mean?
surreal that you mentioned that, now you're sitting here thinking about going to the NCAA tournament together.
I know it's
crazy.
crazy.
So
Jinx.
crazy.
It's
But
crazy.
yeah,
Great.
crazy
Thank
feeling.
y'all.
No
Thank
problem.
you.